Good afternoon and welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Subala Kangabam. In the top stories we have: youth who went for a feast with friends found dead. Anguished residents block road at Irulbong. The news in detail. A 19-year-old youth identified as Sandham Nimex, son of Sandham Anil of Irulbong, who went for a feast along with some of his friends, was found dead yesterday. Residents of Irulbong areas who have formed a JSC in connection with the death launched a lightning agitation imposing a road blockade in the areas in protest against the circumstances of the death, what the family and residents called mysterious and suspicious. As per reports called from the local residents, the deceased youth went away along with his friends in a car around 9:30 yesterday morning, saying that they would have a feast. But in the evening, he was found lying in Ningthempukri and was rushed to Jennings Hospital at Porompat, where he was pronounced dead. Police has started investigating into the death. On the other hand, the family and the residents of Irulbong areas want to know how the boy died and are demanding arrest and punishment of those involved in the incident. Due to the road blockade, normal traffic on Irulbong-Yaripur road has been disrupted. As of now, no report of arrest of anyone has been received so far. Convener of the JSC, Thoktom Sinal, said that there is a strong suspicion that Nimex was killed with a conspiracy. The boy went out along with one Kongkham Poire, 20, son of late K. Prameshwar, from his house around 9:30 yesterday morning. Around 5:30 in the evening, one Oinam Ananta, who is a friend of Nimex from Bamon Kampu, informed the family that Nimex was dead. When the family members went to Jennings Hospital, Nimex was found wearing only a brief. They were told that the clothes of Nimex had been washed by the mother of a friend called Kangjam Kennedy of Wangkai Pukri Mapal. A lot of marks were also found on the body of Nimex. Unless and until police find out the clues to the death and arrest those involved in the unfortunate incident, the corpse will not be accepted and various forms of agitations will be launched, Sunil said.
accused Marie si Makoina plan Tarwa Hatmanina, I just make a hijage, Maramdi, Makoina, Angang Asina, Ishinda, Iraq Siba, Kusi, Hibasi, Australia, Wedum Kangi, Adu Sui Oidre, Haiba, Siriba, Angang si Makona Hana plan Tarwa Hatmani, Maramaduna, accused Oriba Makoi Marie se, Makoi Matakta, Matik Saba, Sarkasina, Hoi Axel Lokot Piduna, Hoi. Asigula Mihara Sibu, Hoi Jeski Makadi, Yaning the Puntusari. Renana. Hai mia sida ko men accused na senai ba ma pu kok thoki ba hai ba tare hoi kongkhang gi koidai hoi lakhidra ba apok pa ke parmeswar hai ba anga sina hai ba nupam sa ji puthoki bini maramaduna asigum laba mihat asibu hoi jeski ma ke digi yamna kan kandem tawjari lonena mihat asigi asum langlang ji phongdi phawa jesina makal makha kaya gi khongjang akan khongjang kaya koi banna chingba kaya makha chatha jagani hana thamjari.
District Governor H. Manikumar inaugurated the Lions Club of Imphal Central, which comprises 22 members under the Lions Club of Imphal City. Outgoing District Governor T. Satyapriya attended the program held at Hotel Nirmala. The 22 members of Imphal Central took oath of office in front of the District Governor. District Governor H. Manikumar said that the Lions Imphal Central would further nurture any activity and the events of the Lions. Moreover, the number of Lions of the state is increasing. The members should try hard for a better and more efficient Lions, he said. Scheduled Tribe Demand Committee of Manipur has demanded that the Meiteis settled in Manipur should be given protection by including the community in the list of scheduled tribe under Article 342(1) of Indian Constitution. The committee in a press release stated that the committee has been urging the union government for a long time to recognize the Meiteis as scheduled tribe, but the centre has not paid heed to the people of Manipur. Under the circumstances, there is nothing to safeguard the community besides the huge prospect of Act East policy, etc. are lying in front. The government must consider the condition of the community that would become in the long run and take up necessary steps without further delay to safeguard the fate of Meiteis, the press release added. The Summer Thang Tak workshop cum training camp, which was organized by the Living Eye Academy Manipur Thangta Sagolban, has successfully concluded at Takyel Lampak Community Hall yesterday. Member of Bizoy Govinda Zilat Parisat A. Manimala, Thangta Guru K.H. Manmohan and cultural activist Makhon Manimung Saba, etc. attended the program. Chief Instructor of the Academy, Sunil Kumar, said that the workshop was organized with the aim of developing the famous indigenous game of Thangta. The School Management Committee of the Khetri Bengal Upper Primary School has distributed school uniforms, workbooks, exercise books and other kit to 35 students yesterday. Oripo Kangchup Road Auto Medical Diesel Association Kadangban branch has selected the two highest scoring students in HSLC and COSEM examination of the area from Kadangban to Phaying for conferring awards and also exempted them of any auto fare while travelling from Kadangban to Imphal. The association further stated that this resolution was taken as a part of motivating and encouraging the students. Old-age pension was distributed to the aged persons of areas under Kairao and Changamdabi Gram Panchayats today at Langdung Nongpog Ningthau Panthobi Sanglen. Pradhan of Kairao Gram Panchayat Romesh Chandra says that as the old person faced a lot of difficulties while going to Imphal for the purpose of collecting pension, distribution of the pension at this place has been arranged. The week-long observance of the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, organized jointly by Narcotic Affairs and Border in association with New Generation Kodom and OSD, was held at the Trade Center More on July 4. President of Amju Wanghimcha Shamjai, Additional SP More R.K. Khomdon, SI of NAB Kimboy Waifei, MO in charge of PHC More Dr. Shanti, T. Dhyanachan of MAX, etc. attended as main guests at the valedictory function. Those who spoke at the function expressed that, More being a border town, people living in the town get the worst effect of drug abuse. Therefore, awareness programs have to be organized at the town regularly. Different communities living at More must be well informed of the negative effects of drugs and appeal to them to attend awareness programs on drug abuse held at More without fail, the speakers opined. In his speech, SI of NAB Kimboy Baifei said, nowadays, women's involvement in drug trafficking with the aim of earning easy money has increased considerably. It has become an alarming situation too. It is high time people abstained from such dangerous activities, he said. In his speech, President of Amju Wanghimcha Shamjai said, More being a border town is an important route for drug traffickers. Therefore, all the security forces as well as other concerned departments have to be always on the alert and must have a close vigil on it, Shamjai suggested. Council of Scientific and Industrial Research CSIR, Northeast Institute of Science and Technology Branch Laboratory Lamphel-Pat, Imphal, has been able to successfully produce good quality bags of different kinds. In collaboration with the ICIR, Central Leather Research Institute, Chennai, 50 different types of bags have been produced by using the traditional Manipuri clothes. Principal scientist of CSIR, Northeast Institute of Science and Technology Branch Laboratory, Lamphel-Pat, Imphal, Dr. H. Bir Kumar told the ISTV News that in order to extract threads from the chasing of banana trees and the jatropha leaves in Manipur, steps have been taken up to build tree, banana and sisal fiber extractors in Imphal West, Imphal East and CSIR Lamphel-Pat. He further said that since the laboratory mainly focuses on research and development, there has been scarcity in the production of new items and thus the institute has also engaged in manufacturing products like medicines and much more. If these types of bags are produced in a large scales, then the Central Leather Research Institute Chennai, Mumbai and Kolkata have proposed to open their own outlets in the state. As a result, many people can be given employment, and this can act as one of the lifelines for the many unemployed youths of the state.
2013 da akoina Chennai da koi international conclave amakha akoina attend tawjai hariba international conclave sida koi gi ujik akoina develop tawjirba product nifu yang khaija akoina display exhibition gi stall amakha akoina hangje hangma matamda akoi gi foreign country particularly akoi Italy gi yam sawu tim amakha na yam nakana akoi gi production si appreciate tawire ada moina hai matamda yaragadi akoi gi hariba product mayam jingsi bulk supply to bion hai adi tawmu tanda khoi gi being a R&D organization ama oibanina akoi isana di akoi commercial production si yada banina akoi madu start up jadabani adu karigumba hariba akoi gi keno si yamna commercialize tawduna NGO mana entrepreneur mana natagana akoi gi society mana lawraga production tawragadi hari pot si mapan gi lamda thadok matamda asi akoi na market ki di tadona kasu problem nei ro
CSIR Northeast Institute of Science and Technology Laphel Pata hujik mafam systematic chana tugumba technology know how maruin khumup sanaba leather shoe sing semba yaba kakpa tuwa yaba adugum luba machine mayam mafam systematic chana lere khwaidagi luribo mafam mabadi hari mafam sidagi training phanglaba matungda mass production oina tawam NGO sing natragana entrepreneur sing na tawbugi mathau tari camera person amuga loina na paudum jariba norenangom ISTV news.
The movement for implementation of ILPS in the state continues with renewed vigor. A joint team of Mairapaivis and women vendors of Kwaramban market today tried to storm the Manipur Legislative Assembly at Chingmairong, demanding implementation of ILPS and withdrawal of the Manipur Regulation of Visitors, Tenants and Migrant Workers Bill 2015 passed in the assembly recently. However, a large police team effectively dispersed the protesters while they reached Wahingbam Lekai. On the other hand, protests for implementation of ILPS were held at various other places too. A group of protesters took out a march at Kanchipur. In Imphal East District, a large number of students also took out a procession from Andro Parking towards Palace Gate. However, a team of Imphal East Police stopped them and sent them back to the starting point. A student leader was picked up by the police. It may be mentioned that 19-hour Manipur Bandh from today midnight to 7 p.m. tomorrow has been called by JCILPS, demanding implementation of ILPS in the state. On the other hand, speaking to media persons at Wahing Lekai Community Hall, President of Poire Leimarol Apunba Mairapaivi Loop Memtobi said, the agitation will continue until and unless a new bill is tabled and passed in the Manipur State Assembly. The previous bill passed in the House was not to protect the indigenous people. Indeed, it was a bill to support the outsider. The ongoing movement will be intensified until the demand is fulfilled, she warned. A leader of Nupi Samaj, Ramani Devi, appealed to the people of Manipur to extend full support to the proposed general strike starting from today midnight till tomorrow evening, called by JCILPS in connection with the movement. On the other hand, she strongly condemned this disturbance given by the police to the women protesters during the agitation. On the other hand, co-convener of JCILPS Women Wing A.K. Memta said, the movement will continue until the ILP system is passed in the House and implement it in the state.
Manipur CSO amadi Manipur Praja section khudimangna masibu sogat piri hareraga amutang de ko yellow mi se kanbada ai koi punna khungom chera lemina dana ai ko yellow mi sing kanana bagi thaudang che lomina si ta di sarkar che ai koi athum matamda masib tham thadu u matik chada sarkar ni haina koi punna lawmina rakanda akoi yellow mi sing kanana ba adugumba sanaba yaba billama thum matamda bill pass to view karigumba tawta taragadi akoi prajamyana tumina khaklai thoi.
A book of poetry titled Nangbuni Inemcha, written by Konsam Nokul, was released at a function organized by the Manipuri Literary Society Imphal at Manipur Sahitya Parisat on Old Assembly Road yesterday. MLA of Kairao Assembly Constituency Karam Thamarjit, Sahitya Academy awardee Yumlembam Ibomcha, President of Manipuri Literary Society Imphal Sagol Semlanchen Bamitay were the main guests at the book release function. Professor Dr. Koijam Santibala spoke about the book at the function. And before we move on, a short commercial break. Stay tuned.
I'm ready. Teloro. Editor ka late. Some say huzik pudi perfectly straight ado kankhar kandadi freezy. Relax. Perfectly straight.
Aina semi anoba sunsil perfectly straight with straight lock technology maramdi. Some kankraba matung daso align straight oina laina bagidamo.
Wow. Huzik su straight oirina. Straight and gorgeous. Sunsilk perfect straight. Lock top you. Rock top you.
And let's move to some national and international news. With 35 deaths over the weekend of people linked to a massive scam in Madhya Pradesh for recruitment to government jobs, the state government headed by Shivraj Singh Chauhan is under attack from the opposition. The Supreme Court has today agreed to hear a petition asking for the removal of Governor Ram Naresh Yadav to ensure a fair inquiry. Mr. Yadav, who was named governor in 2011, was named as an accused in the scam last year, but was then removed from the camps because his office entitles him to immunity from investigation. Mr. Yadav's son, Sailesh, is among the 35 people linked to the scam who have died over the last 3 years, triggering allegations of a murky inquiry by the opposition. The Supreme Court on Monday ruled that there was no need for the consent of the father in giving guardianship of a child to an unwed mother. The apex court bench headed by Justice Bikramjit Sen said this while recalling the earlier order of a guardianship court and asking it to re-examine the plea by the unwed mother seeking guardianship of the child without issuing notice to the father. The court said that the lower courts, including High Court, lost sight of the issue that was before them to be examined and decided the matter without taking into account the welfare of the child. The court order came on a petition by a woman who is a gazetted officer in the government. She had challenged the procedural necessity of disclosing the identity of the father and issuing notice to him on a plea seeking sole guardianship of the child by the owned mother. The mother had contended that the man stayed with her barely for 2 months and did not even know the existence of the child. In controversial remarks, the Shiv Sena on Monday said the increasing population of Muslims in the country will cause language and geographical imbalance and asked Prime Minister Narendra Modi to ensure that Muslims accept the necessity of family planning. The Sena said that increasing the Hindu population will counter Muslims is not the solution and that the Sangha should pressure the government to strictly impose family planning on all religions. From 2001 to 2011, Muslim population increased by around 24% and must have increased by another 5 to 10% till 2015. The increasing population will cause language, geographical and sentimental imbalance and will create cracks in the unity of the country, the Sena said in an edit in Mouthpiece Samana. The Aam Aadmi Party AAP government in Delhi is once again at loggerheads with the centre. According to reports, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal is in favour of a referendum for residents of the national capital to decide if it should be granted statehood. Kejriwal has asked the Urban Development Department to come up with a feasibility report specifying a timeline. Statehood for Delhi has been a long-standing demand of the Aam Aadmi Party and even featured in their election manifesto. This comes days after the centre said that full statehood rights could not be given to Delhi government unless there was a general concession in the country on the issue, as it is the national capital. And before we wind off, the top stories once again. Youth who went for a feast with friends found dead. Anguished residents block road at Irelbung. Thank you so much for joining with us and stay tuned for more news.